Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we go beyond the headlines and get to the core of the most important news in tech and finance.
Sounds interesting.
Today we're focusing on AI blockchain and some pretty interesting market trends.
Okay.
We've got sources pointing to AI shaking up the trading world, a new platform vying for content creators and projects, getting some serious funding.
Busy day for news, it seems.
It is.
Oh.
Let's kick things off with the Bit exchange. They're launching something called AI quantitative trading.
Interesting.
They say it's part of a huge digital wave happening in finance, all thanks to blockchain.
Quantitative trading itself isn't new, but adding AI definitely is. This could mean big changes for how your investments are managed. Think about it. AI can process tons of data and spot patterns humans might miss.
So like a superpowered stock picker.
Exactly. And it can execute trades incredibly fast, so there's potential for more efficient investing and maybe even higher returns.
That's promising, but are there any risks to having a robot manage my portfolio?
There are definitely things to think about. Risk is a big one. How do we make sure these AI systems are making good decisions and not exposing investors to unnecessary losses?
Right, that makes sense.
And then there's transparency. We need to understand how these algorithms work and what factors they're considering.
So more efficiency, potential gains, but also potential risks and a need for transparency.
Exactly.
It sounds like AI trading is something we need to watch closely as it develops.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about the AI Applied Consortium, or AAIC.
Okay.
They're ramping up efforts to boost AI innovation, and their focus for 2025 is education and training.
That's interesting. It's all happening so fast.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder if it's a response to this rapid AI development. Are they trying to make sure people can keep up, understand the implications, and use AI effectively?
It's definitely possible. AI is changing so quickly, it's hard to even grasp what it all means.
I agree.
And speaking of rapid changes, let's move on to the creator economy. There's a new platform called My Channel that just launched.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
They're claiming it will revolutionize how creators connect with their audiences.
The creator economy is definitely changing fast. But we don't have a lot of details about My Channel yet. It is intriguing that they're making such big claims.
It is. What makes it so revolutionary?
Good question. And is this something you should be paying attention to? We'll have to wait and see what they deliver.
I guess we will. Now, for something completely different, SSAE food service design, plus consulting. They design restaurants and food spaces. Well, they just announced they're accepting cryptocurrency payments.
Wow, that's a bold move. It seems a bit out of left field for an industry that's not usually associated with cutting-edge technology.
You're right. It's not what you'd expect.
But it could be a sign that crypto is going mainstream in places we never thought it would.
It makes you wonder where we'll see it pop up next.
For sure.
Okay, let's shift gears and do a quick rundown of some market trends. Web3 Wire highlighted some interesting stuff. First up, routers. Apparently, the router market is booming.
Makes sense. More and more devices all needing to connect.
Cisco Systems and Juniper Networks are leading the charge.
Yeah. The most obvious reason for the boom is increased internet usage. More devices, more data, more need for powerful routers. But there's more to it. Think about smart homes, remote work, the Internet of Things.
It's all connected.
Right? All these trends need constant connectivity, which fuels demand for high-performance routers.
It's crazy how much we rely on the internet these days.
It really is.
And speaking of industries that are quietly booming, Web3 Wire also pointed to something called dust explosion properties testing.
Dust explosion testing,
Yeah.
really?
Yes, it might sound niche, but it tells us a lot about what's happening with industrial safety and regulations.
I guess so.
This growth suggests a heightened awareness of the risks associated with combustible materials. And certain industries dealing with those materials are likely expanding too.
Interesting.
I never thought I'd be talking about dust explosions on a news show, but it's fascinating to see how even these niche markets can give us insights into larger trends.
Yeah, you're right.
Web3 Wire also highlighted several other markets that are seeing significant growth. Legal process outsourcing services,
Okay.
automotive ADAS software,
Interesting.
cross-domain solutions,
Got it.
and levels tools.
So we've got legal software engineering tools. What's the common thread here?
Good question. If you look closely, a common thread emerges. They're all knowledge-intensive fields that depend heavily on human capital.
You mean like legal expertise, software development, specialized engineering?
Exactly. Their growth suggests that we're moving towards an economy where knowledge and specialized skills are incredibly valuable.
The knowledge economy is becoming the main economy.
It seems that way. And that connects back to our earlier discussion about the AI Applied Consortium and their focus on education and training.
Makes sense. They're recognizing the need to equip people with the skills to navigate this new world.
It's not enough to just have the technology.
Right. We need people who can understand it, apply it, and push it further.
It's about empowering people to participate in this tech revolution, not just watch from the sidelines.
I like that.
Now let's dive into the world of decentralized finance. One of the most interesting things we're seeing is the rise of perpetual DEXs.
Perpetual DEXs. What are those?
They're platforms that let traders hold positions indefinitely without expiration dates.
That's different from traditional trading where you always have an expiration date.
Exactly. It gives traders a lot of flexibility.
I can see that.
But it also comes with increased risk. Because positions are open indefinitely, traders need to be super careful about managing their risk.
So high reward, high risk.
Exactly. It requires a deep understanding of the market and a strong risk appetite.
Got it.
Now let's talk about another project in decentralized finance. It's called Beeftainer, and it's funded by the Web3 Foundation.
Oh.
It's focused on improving what they call beefy bridges, which connect different blockchain ecosystems.
I've heard of those. They're like the highways connecting different blockchain worlds.
Exactly. Beeftainer wants to make these bridges more secure, make transactions smoother and lower costs.
So it's not very flashy, but it's essential work.
Exactly. It's about making blockchain more user-friendly and accessible for everyone.
That's important.
Speaking of the Web3 Foundation, there's been a big leadership change. Fabian Gompf stepped down as CEO and is now a council member.
Oh, wow.
And Thomas Fecker-Boxler is the interim CEO. Angie Darrow is the interim chief ecosystem officer.
Big changes.
It's hard to say for sure what this means for the Web3 Foundation, but it could signal a change in strategy or priorities.
We'll have to see how it all plays out.
Especially since they're funding projects like Beeftainer, which is crucial for the growth of the decentralized web.
That's a big deal.
Okay, get ready for a funding frenzy. We've got a lot to cover.
Hit me with it.
First up, True Foundry. An AI deployment platform just secured $19 million in Series A funding, led by Intel Capital.
That's a lot of money. It shows that investors have confidence in True Foundry and their vision for AI application development.
That makes sense. When you see that kind of funding, it means a company is solving real problems and addressing a growing market need.
Agreed.
Next, we have Reservoir, a crypto infrastructure startup raising $14 million.
What are they doing?
They want to dominate token trading across decentralized applications. That's a direct quote.
That's ambitious.
Their focus is on interoperability, making token trading seamless across different blockchain networks.
That's key.
It could have a major impact on the crypto trading world.
Interoperability seems to be the focus for a lot of blockchain projects right now.
It does. Now, for a story that combines a few of today's trends, Mind of Pepe, an AI-powered meme coin, has already raised over $5 million in pre-sale funding.
Seriously, AI meme coins.
Yeah.
This is getting wild.
Memes, AI, and crypto all in one.
It's definitely caught people's attention. Meme coins can be volatile, but adding AI brings a whole new layer of complexity.
It's hard to say if it's hype or genuine potential.
It's definitely interesting.
I'm a little skeptical, but I'm also curious to see how it plays out.
Me too.
Last but not least, Prior Labs, an AI-driven data analysis startup, just secured $9 million in pre-seed funding.
Wow, pre-seed. That's early.
It shows strong investor confidence, even at this early stage. It highlights the demand for AI-powered data solutions.
Data is the new gold, and AI is the tool for mining it.
That's a great way to put it. It seems like AI is only going to become more important.
It will. It will. AI is definitely going to be a game changer. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I wanted to go back to the Mkelbit exchange and their AI quantitative trading launch.
Yeah, they really emphasize that whole booming wave of the digital economy thing.
Right, and that's a key point. It's not just about these individual technologies. It's how they're all coming together to reshape the financial landscape, AI, blockchain, other digital innovations.
Like a perfect storm.
Exactly. And the Mkelbit launch is a great example of it all happening in real time.
It's like that SSA food service design plus consulting thing too,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're not exactly a tech-forward company, but they're embracing crypto.
Exactly. It shows these technologies aren't staying in their own little bubbles. They can change even the most traditional industries.
It makes you realize we need to pay attention to all this, even if it doesn't seem relevant to us right now.
Absolutely. It's all connected.
Speaking of connections, I was thinking about that market trends rundown. We did legal process outsourcing, automotive software, cross-domain solutions, all those.
Yeah. What about it?
It struck me how different those markets are, but they're all growing.
You're right. there is a pattern there.
Yeah.
They all rely on human capital, legal expertise, software development, specialized engineering.
Exactly. It's like the knowledge economy is taking over.
It really is. And that ties back to the AI Applied Consortium and their focus on education and training.
They're trying to get people ready
Yep, equip them with the skills to thrive in this changing world.
because it's not enough to just have the technology.
Right. We need people who understand it and can use it effectively.
It's about empowering people, not leaving them behind.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to decentralized finance. We were talking about those perpetual DXs earlier, the ones without expiration dates.
Right. It's a cool concept, but it requires a whole new approach to risk management. Traditional trading has those built-in safety nets, with expiration dates. But with perpetual positions, you have to be way more careful.
It's a high-stakes game.
It is. But it's exciting to see these innovative financial instruments emerging.
It shows that decentralized finance is growing up.
It really does. And speaking of growing up, what about those leadership changes at the Web3 Foundation?
Yeah, Gom stepping down, Boxler and Darrow stepping in. I'm curious what you make of it.
It's hard to say for sure what it means for their future direction. Could be a natural evolution, could be a strategic shift.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will. But they are the ones funding Beeftainer, which is pretty important.
Right, those beefy bridges connecting different blockchain ecosystems.
It's a critical piece of the puzzle for the whole decentralized web.
If we want different blockchains to interact seamlessly, these bridges have to be rock solid,
Couldn't agree more. Beeftainer is doing crucial work there.
laying the foundation for a whole new digital world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A world of interconnected blockchains. It's pretty exciting.
It is, and it reminds me of all those funding announcements. We had True Foundry Reservoir Mind of Pepe Prior Labs, all getting serious cash infusions.
It's a sign of the times. Investors are pouring money into AI and blockchain.
They're betting big on these technologies.
And it's not just about the money. It's a validation of these companies' visions and their ability to solve real problems.
It's an incredible time to be watching all this unfold.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't really talked about, Mind of Pepe? That AI-powered meme coin? It's so out there, I think it deserves a little more attention.
It's definitely a head-scratcher. Meme coins are already crazy enough, but adding AI to the mix takes it to a whole other level.
It makes you wonder, can AI actually predict the meme market?
Or is it just hype?
AI is great at analyzing data and finding patterns. But memes are often driven by pure randomness, social trends, virality. You can't really predict that stuff.
It's like trying to predict what the next viral TikTok dance will be.
Exactly. But Mind of Pepe got a lot of funding. So some people must believe AI can handle it.
It's a big gamble.
It is. But even if Mind of Pepe flops, it points to a larger trend. This blurring of lines between technology, finance, and pop culture.
We're seeing it everywhere. NFTs, the metaverse, blockchain, and gaming, even art.
The old rules don't apply anymore. It's creating tons of new opportunities, but also new challenges.
It's a wild ride.
It is. And it all comes back to innovation happening where you least expect it. That's what makes this space so dynamic.
You never know what's going to happen next.
Exactly. And that's what keeps it interesting.
We covered a lot of ground today. AI, crypto market trends, you name it.
It's been a whirlwind of information for sure.
But I keep coming back to one story that really caught my attention. Mind of Pepe, the AI-powered meme coin.
Yeah, that one was pretty wild.
Over $5 million in pre-sale funding. It's like a perfect storm of current trends, memes, AI, crypto all rolled into one.
It's definitely a sign of the times. It makes you wonder, is this just hype or is there something more to it?
All right, can AI really predict what's going to be the next big meme?
That's the million-dollar question. I mean, AI is great at analyzing data spotting patterns. But memes, they're driven by social trends, virality, randomness. You can't really predict that stuff with an algorithm.
It's like trying to predict the lottery.
Kind of. But the fact that they raise so much money means some people believe AI can handle it.
It's a gamble, for sure. A high-risk, high-reward kind of thing.
Exactly. But even if Mind of Pepe fails, it highlights a bigger trend, this blurring of lines between tech finance and pop culture.
You're seeing it everywhere. NFTs, the metaverse, blockchain, and games. Art.
The old categories are breaking down. It's creating a whole new landscape with new opportunities and new challenges.
And it's happening so fast.
That's what makes it exciting. You never know what's going to come next.
That's what I love about this space. It's constantly evolving. There's always something new to learn.
And that's what we try to do here on The Deep Dive. Bring you the most interesting and important news in tech and finance and help you make sense of it all.
We want to empower you to be active participants in this digital revolution, not just passive observers.
So stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring.
And join us again tomorrow for another deep dive into the world of knowledge and discovery.
We'll be here.